Hi, my name is Jake Thompson. Thank you for joining me this week on another edition of the Weekly Fumble, where I bring you the top 4 college football games of Week 4. Let's get it started, but before we get it started, we have a special guest on hand for the first time in Season 4, my colleague, my friend, Dick Valhoon. Hey, Dick, how's it going?
It's great, Jake. It's my favorite time of year, college football season.
Absolutely. Let's get it started, Dick. Number 12, Georgia, visits number 23, Ole Miss. Now, don't let the 1-2 record of the Rebels fool you. They played 2 great teams, blew 2 20-point leads. That's on them. They're going to have to play a lot better this week. Chad Kelly and gang is going to have to do a tremendous job against this Georgia suspect secondary. But, Dick, let me ask you this. What is Georgia going to have to do differently on offense this week than they have the past 2 weeks?
Georgia, they're going to have to protect Easton for one thing. And on the other hand, they're going to have to protect the running back. They're going to have to open some holes for the run for Nick Chubb.
That's it.
To get him back on track.
That is absolutely right. Dick, let me read you a stat. 222 yards against North Carolina, 80 yards against Nichols, and 63 yards against Missouri. That is absolutely true. If Georgia's going to have any chance at winning this football game, he is going to have to get it going. Dick, who do you like in this one?
If the offensive line shows up, I'm going with the Dogs.
Wow, that's a bold pick, Dick. Even though they are 3-0, the Dogs on the road, you think they can get the upset? That's a pretty bold pick. I'm going to have to go with Chad Kelly and the Rebels at home. Listen, they had 2 terrible 20-point leads and blew them. I don't think that they're going to get out to 20-point lead against Georgia, but they're going to edge the victory. They're going to win the game, and that's all that matters. Ole Miss wins. I like the Rebels. Now, the next game, stay on the line, Dick. The next game, number 19, Florida visits number 14, Tennessee. Longtime listener, Thomas out in San Francisco. I want to give him a big shout-out. He likes you, Dick. He thinks that he's been waiting for this moment all year long. Who do you got in this one, Dick?
I'm going to go with the Vols in this one. I think there's going to be I call it an upset because Tennessee hasn't beaten Florida in quite a while.
Yes.
I'm going with the Vols.
11 straight years, Florida has beaten Tennessee, to be exact. Now, starting quarterback Austin Appleby, a graduate transfer from Purdue, is starting. He's 2-9 as a starter. That gives me a lot of concern for the Florida Gators. If they're going to win this football game, it's going to be because of that defense, allowing 130 yards an average all 3 games. But I like Joshua Dobbs and the Vols to pull it out. The next game, number 17 Arkansas at number 10 Texas A&M. Now, the Aggies are favored by 5.5. They beat Auburn last week on the road 29-16. This is going to be a tough game for both teams. Arkansas has proven themselves on the road against TCU. Can they do it again in the state of Texas? This game is being played in Arlington. Texas A&M has a bunch of weapons on hand. 4 wide receivers that Trevor Knight can go to. I like the Arkansas Razorbacks to win this one. I know I did a little bit of reverse psychology on that one, but the Razorbacks going into Arlington, they're going to do a great job. I like them to win it. Now the big game. Number 11 Wisconsin visits number 8 Michigan State, and as you may know, number 8 Michigan State had a big win over a big rival, Notre Dame, last week. They won 36-28, but my biggest concern for Wisconsin is their running back, Corey Clement. He was out last week against Georgia State. They barely beat Georgia State 23-17, but this should be a great game. As the last 3 games have been decided by 3 points, I think that Michigan State at home does just enough on the defensive side of the football to win this football game. I like the Michigan State Spartans over the number 11 Wisconsin Badgers. Thank you for joining me this week on another edition of the Weekly Fumble. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at the Weekly Fumble. I'm Jake Thompson. Salute.